do apologize. I was kind of working kind of late here, just getting the truck cleaned up from our aftermath, and I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna jump on to say hello, see if we got any young bucks or old bucks or medium bucks looking for anything for help. What do you think? Let's see here. Oh, man. Welcome, 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 welcome. PT's in the house. What's up, Mr. PT? Oh, it was one of those days, man. It's just crazy. I'm trying to get stuff set up here a little bit. What in the sink is going on here? Oh, I'm a young buck. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Like I said, man, more welcome. Evening. I thought it was great. Rusty gave me a little feedback. He said he had a little blowback today with a customer. He knows how it feels. Feels in the hood. They finally came out and said that the recent violence, they were saying violence. They were trying to do a little meeting today. Install the Genie Weenie. Yep, did the Genie Weenie. Just light up. I don't feel right. Where is the light? The light's always so buried. Oh, you got to pull the tab, dum dum. It's been one of those days. The builder, we get to that job. The builder didn't have the building that framed out still quite correct. Pretty close, but it needed what was it, 2x6? I think. Mm-hmm. Yep. So one of the guys ran and got it. So that's always fun. And of course, I messaged the guy, right? I messaged the contractor, and he goes, "Oh, don't forget to hit that like button. I appreciate it too if you have already." Anyways, the contractor, he goes, I messaged him probably about 11ish, 11:30, and I said, "Hey man," I said, "were you able to get that jam done?" And of course, he goes, "Oh, I got that done at 9 o'clock." And I'm thinking, well, it'd be nice if you would have let me know, man. Like, what's the deal? You ever see one of these? This works pretty good. I think I'm gonna start using it for like my little screwdriver, so I don't have to buy one. It's kind of handy too. I mean, it just kind of fits in your hand, kind of nice. M12. Not going to replace like a screwdriver one if you already got one. I'd probably buy one, but I bought this. This was the wrong. This was really for doing when you got the mullions. I think they're called mullions. Yeah, by the doors, so I could fit it in there to put the your self tappers in for your steel. Yeah. And I didn't realize it was so small. It was just when I first started out, I was like, M12. Yeah, M12 should be. He's like, it's pretty powerful. And he got me. They got me on the sale. Tanner's just an old dog, man. Well, you got the kids, man. You start feeling older and older. Oh, you are old boys. Sweatshirt today. About time. Forgot a little. Oh, about time. About time. Rusty got a little blowback. You don't get much blowback, man. We get a lot of blowback. I think he kind of was mentioning he had a customer come out there. He went out there and they basically declined his service, wasted his time. It happens. It happens. People are getting funky, man. Might even be of the woods. You never know. You never know. Still like a little case from Menards. Menards. Keep all your stuff in there nice and pretty. 405. I forgot. Text you back. Rusty. Option for looks better, I think, but do what you like. That's right. When I went and sold job right after. Oh, right. 534 new. Sensors, nice. One customer says no, the next says yes. I think that's how like those guys do it. The the big guys, the conglomerate guys, the franchise. What's it got here? Rusty, you will be happy. Well, we got a call this week for 910 door jobs. Ooh, quoted it and was like, "Thank you for getting that to me so quick, and you were a lot of help. You are, but you are 20K more. Interesting. Mm, Papa says, he says, PT, he says, I don't care. More is my price or the highway. Yeah, it's a tough one, man. It's a tough one. I do contemplate it a lot because like one thing I kind of look at, like I'm not gonna lie, like there's a few mechanics that like I feel like they kind of pissed me off, and it's like I'll like never look at them. Like I go by there and they're not very busy, and then I'm always just like, and it's like I know mistakes happen, but like I've taken a vehicle there and they said they could do it, but then they can't do it. They don't really want to do it. Or like I had one mechanic, I remember like everything was a package deal. It's like they wouldn't diagnose the problem. They were just like, we need to do like a tune up. So we need to do like fuel filter, spark plugs, coils, wires. And I'm like, okay, but is that the problem? Like, does it have low compression? Does it have a stuck valve? Like, what is, then they do that, and then they'd want something. Well, we found there was a leak, in the intake, so we should really just do a gasket seal for like everything, your oil paint. And I'm like, what the fudge? So I don't know. It's a tough gamble. I'm watching this restaurant, this restaurante right in our area. It got bought out. The guy that used to run it was very personal, very understanding, super nice guy. I even knew him. He was just a great dude. And then this company, right? They had a great reputation. All they had to do was just maintain it. You know what I mean? Maintain it, keep it clean, keep the building up, just maintain it, keep some good staff in there. And I seen somebody posted tonight again that they were just like it's just gone downhill. Their prices are higher, the service is worse, and it's like, and it's I just don't think they're gonna be around much longer. It's a hard balance out there. It's a hard balance. I know the pain. I understand pain. It's a tough juggle. Uh, is it Ruben? We got Ruben in the house. Pack outs? I know, man. They're expensive. That's why I was kind of like talking to Mr. Caleb and stuff. And he's like, maybe I should get some pack outs. And I'm like, I don't know, dude. I was like, get yourself a van with the racks or the bins in it. And, because I said these things are like, I mean, basically they're $200 a pop. Everything's $200 except for like this case. I think this is $100. So I think I'm still going to use them in the van. I think, since I don't have bins in the van, and I'm thinking since it's already got like a plywood floor in it, I might just grab those plates so I can just lock the stuff in so it all locks in and it's like there. Cause I mean, I kind of like my biggest complaint with this is you got to dig. You know what I mean? When they're stacked, that's the problem. You know what I mean? It's like when you got to get to the next one, you got to dig. And then I can't do slide out drawers because there's no room. It's inside the bed. So there's nowhere to slide out the drawers, for if you had slide outs. Mm, Other two calls. I believe him not 20K there to be off that bad. Heck, I don't know. It's hard to say. I still got to get that model for Rusty because, like I said, the 23 by 16s. It was what was it? Wayne Dalton was like, what was it? 3,000? I think it was $3,000 higher. Now this time around, it's Clopay's $10,000 higher than Wayne Dalton. So it's like, oof. So I mean, just think if your vendor gave you the wrong numbers too, that could be a big oof too. So it's tough, man. It's tough. It's a lot of numbers to always keep rattling around. Do 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 do. What trade? He says, brother. Garage doors. We do garage doors. Garage doors. We do gates. We do fencing. We got a lot of guys that do garage doors that are on the channel here. So welcome, Ruben. Hope you're having a good day. Whoa, I zoomed up too much or something here. You talking about the Green Spring Boys? Yeah, A1. Tanner, wasn't it Tanner? Tanner, did you say that was it A1? Did you see? If you see this, I want a screenshot or something. I haven't really dug for it, but I think you were saying, weren't you saying that A1 was A1 was doing free service calls or something like that? One of you guys was? Mm-mm-mm-mm. Or they're slow, and then you work right. And that's kind of the thing. When you think about it in a nutshell, right? Isn't it kind of weird how like the contractors? I always like how that one guy always he would say contractor, we're con men, contractor, con men. I always thought that was funny. Anywho, but what you think about it with the trades, right? Like that's what's kind of beautiful. I mean, not for us, I don't think, but that's what's beautiful for the customer to some degree, right? Because they have options, right? It's like a free, like I know, hey, get slow, prices go down, busy, prices go up. So, you like it works good for the customer long if they're getting bids, if they get prices and stuff like that. So I don't know, it's just kind of interesting. Mm, Ooh, full view. Nice. Make sure you get some pictures and video. That'd be pretty door. What kind of brand will that be? Who makes the full view for you there? PT? Oh, even Rusty beat me to which brand? Oh, Clope. Clope. 3100 through Menards. Wow. Wow. That's not bad. 31? That's like China stuff, man. That's like China price. Huh. That don't seem bad at all. Yes, sir. Are you installing and they are supplying door? Yes, sir. Yeah. That's not so bad. Comes with busted glass? Not me. Comes with scratches? Not me. Comes dented? Not me. Darn those bastards at Menards must have rough handled it. I'm just a laborer. So you're gonna have to pay me more. If I have to come back and change sections, well, I gotta charge you a little bit more money. Sometimes that works out good. But Menards or whatever, man, they are rough. They are rough on stuff sometimes. Sometimes. Most of the time, right? Probably most of the time. Garbage. Garbage coming up. Mmm. Mmm. Tried to get forever. It's a pain in the ass. It is. It is a pain. That's for sure. Oh, make sure to tell that. Thanks, Tamara, for getting us into Clope. Yeah, 1989. Yeah, you do that, Rusty. Dealer, you will see how the people you're buying them from were taxing your ass like heaven. Dun-dun-dun-dun. They must have liked us because we used to have to deal with when we deal with Clopay, we used to have to deal with they wouldn't let us have the more local distributor because they had such a big there's a guy that has like 6 locations. And I remember when we got like signed up, it was like the guy was like, he was kind of like, he basically said like, he's like, I could lose this account, and you're, basically in a nutshell, he was telling me, he's like, you're nothing, you're just a little peon, and this guy's got 6 buildings and 6, so like if he finds out, like he's gonna be super mad. So we always had to deal with up north, up almost up by the UP, and Upper Peninsula of Michigan. So we had to always go deal with there. And the guy up there was always like, the place was definitely not impressive. Like I had to go up there one time because I was doing a job up that way. And I remember like there was half lit, like, I mean, it was like, think of something in the movies, like not definitely like 60s era, green, brown tile stuff, like very dated. And then I was so ticked because I went up there and I tried to bring all my forms, right? I brought credit card, I brought a checkbook. I brought cash. No, I didn't bring cash. I brought a checkbook. And or no, did I have cash? Yeah, I had cash. So I go up there, like trying to make sure everything. I got up super early, so I get up there, get my door. I could go do the install. And I remember the guy, I get up there and for some reason I use the last check. So I'm like, oh, man, I don't have my last check. And I was like, I got cash. And he's like, we don't take cash. And I'm like, what? I mean, this is like, probably like whatever, 10, 12 years ago. And I'm like, you don't take cash. I'm like, I thought this was America. And I'm sitting there just like, this is Michigan up in like Timbuktu. He's like, we don't take cash. I'm like, fudge. So I had to wait for the bank to open, which by the time I traveled there and got a cashier's check, then I went back and I'm like, I'm already like 2 hours behind from what my schedule is. I'm like, oh, I was like so irritated. So now, like I said, for whatever reason, they must, probably because we buy quite a bit, they moved us up to the big dog location. Do, 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 do. Buy them years ago. We had a great multiplier. Oh yeah, I got them for next to nothing. Ooh, looks like insulated. RDP 30, huh? 38. Pow, pow. Burks in the house. Burks in the house. How you doing? The door. I was at the job. Oh man. Dang, didn't even have to bring it. Oh man. That's like I did a guy, he had the Horman. And I was like, I kind of like this. Like I just showed up. I had like my coffee in my hand. I'm just like, I walk up, the door's already like in the building. He already had an opener there. And I was like, it just seemed like it took off so much more stress because I'm just like, this ain't my shit. You know what I mean? So I just installed it and I found a dent in it. I'm like, I called him like, hey man, like, this thing's got a dent below the window. He's like, they always got a dent. I'm just like, oh, all right. Like he's already primed. Like I'm waiting for him to be like, well, what'd you do? What are you gonna do to fix it? Why did you do that? I didn't do nothing. So super cool. Um, but what I would definitely recommend on that job, the problem was what we ran into is I set the remotes down somewhere, and then they either like one did the Houdini, and it seemed like he questioned me. So I would definitely, if the customer's not there to show them everything, make sure you take plenty of pictures. Here's the remotes with like obviously where it's like somewhere at their house, or hang them from the pull cord. Right, that's kind of a good spot sometimes. We were going to do something like that today, and I just told Mr. Caleb, I just said, "Hey man, just clip them to the side of the manual." And he's like, "You leave the manual?" I said, "I do for the opener sometimes." I said, "But I don't for the door." I said, because I've had too many people call me back on the damn door. This strut says it has to be in the middle. And I'm like, okay, you rocket science. I'm like, or genius. I'm like, you don't put the strut in the middle of your windows, but that's what it says it has to be. You really want a strut in the middle of your windows? You're nuts. What's up, Bert? PT. I think I don't know if you I guess there ain't really much you can do. I was gonna tell PT, I was gonna say, man, you might want to just go and do like a detail on it if it's not too, before you send a couple guys, yourself and a helper or whatever, you know what I mean? Like it'd be nice just to have a glance, just so it's not like you already know, like you're like, dude, this thing's got a big old whack in it. Like, let's not even set the day up to do this. Or obviously detail, make sure the jam's all right, all those things because you know how it goes. They missed something. I almost missed something. We were a little tight. I ain't gonna lie for that job today. Could have probably went, I don't know, 8, 9. Might have been. I mean, it was all right. It was all right. I pat myself. The framer got me bad. 7 likes, by the way. Thank you guys so much for hitting the like button. Um. Oh, is that the shop today? Oh man, sorry, inventory. Refurbishing LiftMaster. Ooh, moved before. We sold 2 1265 LiftMaster today. Oh, nice. Started offering refurbished LiftMasters. Nice. No camera, easy sell, half the price as a new one. Absolutely. You just got to get yourself into some different openers. Get yourself into some Genie. Genie Weenie. Got the simple, still dry contacts. You can still just use you know, a doorbell if you have to. Doorbell. I guess we learned something. Cap was telling me. What was he telling me the other day? He said, "I didn't realize." He said, "The red light on a Genie will blink." This is residential. He says, "It's the photo." And I said, "Huh." He said, "Because the customer was saying something about, he ended up fixing it, but he said the light on the opener was blinking red." Well, sometimes we call that the red light of death. You know what I mean? So like anytime I see red, I mean, I know it's dual red, it's like you're almost screwed. You know what I mean? Like you got to either like unplug it. And then we installed that screwdriver today. And I tell you what, we didn't think the screwdriver was going to fit because we have a crane thing in the way. And I was like, wait a minute, guys. I was like, we have an option here. And they're like, what's that? And I said, the option is, I said, with a screwdriver, I said, you just take a bandsaw, you know, I said, you just take a bandsaw and you go right through it and you cut the damn end off and you drill two new holes. And I said, you can make it whatever. Cause obviously the door is 11.9. I got obviously I got a foot I'm dealing with, but I thought we might need 6 inches or so. So that's why I like the screwdriver because I don't have to worry about chains, re-breaking chains and pulleys and trying to drill and grind. I just cut that thing right off and bam, man, I'm good. And then today, there was no whining out of the opener. The opener was just solid, just solid, man. And then what was beautiful was that 140 volts versus those 12-volt Chamberlains. Blah. But anyways, this thing, what was nice is we could actually turn the setting down. Okay, I told Mr. Caleb, I said, I don't think, I said, I want this one to be running fast. I just said, it does not feel like a fast application. So I said, let's turn it on medium. So we turned it on medium, ran pretty good. I was pretty happy with it. But I thought that is a nice option to turn. I can turn it low, medium, or high. I can knock the head off this thing without worrying. Just drill two little holes in the side for the operator bracket, which I got an extra one right here. I mean, that's just as simple as can be. And voila, all done. Mm. Only new gear need to clean everything until what's this say? Do, 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 do. Can I ask everyone to subscribe to my channel? 50. There's also one too. I gotta put a shout out. I think it's for, is it Casey? Casey's got like 4 subscribers. I think we gotta get him up. He's I don't remember exactly what, I don't want to say too much, but he's got a disability and he got a video out there of him hanging an opener with his feet with a little crane hoist thing that looks like it's been modified. So my hat's off to him. Kudos. Oh, are you refurbishing with new part or new gear if needed? Clean everything. It's gonna burn you. I don't know. It's hard to say. Only thing that gets me is those RPM sensors. Sometimes those things get glitchy. But Bert, yeah, what's the channel? Sure, Bert. What's the channel? Tony, they are working when pull them out. Oh, I've done that. It's no fun dealing with the customer. I get 1 word warranty. I sold a few last year with no problems. I got the couple out there we've done so far, no issues. Luckily, the one she's renting her house out. I guess I don't know. I don't even say for sure she's selling it. I think she posted something. Well, unless we get a code red tomorrow. Tomorrow is a day off. Oh, let's see, warranties. Oh, toss up. I get openers, 2 people full, $20 for. A few months later, something happens. They call me, want to know if I'm gonna take care of it. Yeah, I told you. Yeah, it worked when I took it out. Yeah, you. Yeah, right. It's your problem. is give the customer used part, charge them, put it in, or I'll give them the opener, charge them, so they come back on you when it quits. 1265. Yeah, over a new. Yeah, I probably would too. I tell you what, I'm surprised. What do you guys? Mm, yeah, I don't know. I think everybody needs to really entertain, possibly try in some other units, honestly, because what is it? Is it Blackstone, right? The Blackstone that owns LiftMaster. They're not looking out for you. They're not looking out for me. They are looking to save pennies. Their stock, their shareholders happy. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, go to my channel. Oh, perfect. That's pretty nice. Last year too, gonna do it again. Says I'm not gonna do it again. The big thing is don't have the. I mean, if you find a good unit, throw it off this side. But then it's trying to find a spot, stash it, and then the time, or then going back and it's like, what's wrong with that opener? What was wrong? I mean, I guess you could make a tag, but I don't know. Like I said, some of that old stuff, man, it might, it might. I said I'm getting pretty good at programming these little boogers. You know, the belt chain screw drive. You have so many options. I don't know where Mr. Kill found the speed. Program mode, yeah. Additional program. Blah blah blah. Yes. Wireless console. No LEDs. Down limits. Risk. Operation program accessories. Yes, we know. Down button. Adjusting door position. Entering program mode. Yes, we got that. One piece. Program up. Lock. All right. Program additional remotes. Remote controls. Okay, new program. Where did he find us? Putting opener into program mode. Huh. Wall console. Operate door. Wall console. Not seeing where it was at. Force settings. You think it'd be right in here somewhere? Change force settings. Press and release. Feel like you got to be close. Adjust. Here it is. Right here. Adjust speed control. DC motors. Settings program factory maximum speed. So when they come from the factory, that maximum speed, which they're fast. The adjustment, however, travel something. All right, speed adjustable section or something. You gotta balance them along. Yeah, we know. To change, and then you have your speeds right here. Speed high tells you long, medium, low. I never knew that existed. I think that's pretty sweet. What's this say? Scrap them. Dun-dun. Perfect, Tanner says. Thank you. What do you think? So what do you think, men? What do you think of this WAR going on, huh? I seen gas prices are going up in my neck of the woods. You think this is going to help things? You think this is going to make things worse? You think it's going to be what they say and what was it? The Federal Reserve, like they said, transitory. You think this is going to go on for just weeks? Going to be months, years? Even Mr. Kale mentioned today. He said, "I'm going to go buy some of this." He said, "This stuff works so good." So thanks, Tanner, for recommending that. We do like it. It's clear, works good. I think the one tech, he thought we were pulling up WD. He's like, nah. He's like, don't use that WD. And I'm like, it's not WD. It's actually garage door lube. It says right on it. They won't They can't lie. Garage door lube, 3-in-1. It works. Sticks longer. It's got the right stuff. It's got the silicone in it or something. I don't know what it has in it. It's probably just cow pee or something. Yep, it does say silicone right there. That's what they tell you online. When I Googled it, it says use a silicone lubricant. Oh, what is this? What is this? Manufactured for WD-40 company? Huh? It's like Coca-Cola. They own everything, huh? Wow, went up 70 last couple days here. Yeah, it's about the same, about 40 or 60, I think, cents. We haven't hit $1 yet, but we're getting close. I didn't see what Burke say on there. Why does it say easy money? Let's see. Oh, thank you. Something on there. PT. It is. It is good stuff. You know what I mean? So we're gonna get this. We're just gonna buy it from the Amazon. Be easier. I should have told Mr. Caleb that because he's like, I'm gonna go to the store. Don't even bother go to the store. Just go order the same price. Go on Amazon. I mean, get your 11% rebate. But no, I'm happy. It's clear. It sticks. It flows nice. You know, definitely better than the gel. I think. From, I still got a little bit of this. I mean, we're gonna probably still carry some of this because we got this is food grade. We got some places that we work that's they got to have food grade. But man, that stuff is just so like comes out so thick and it's a little bit too fast. You know what I mean? It's too fast. It's okay like in commercial, and you don't really care, and you can blast the door. But I'm trying to be a little more delicate and uh, you know, frugal. This is the stuff, man. I like it. I like it a lot. It is cheaper. It's actually we figured it out. We did the math. It's 75 cents per ounce cheaper. So I think this is what 7 and some change, and this is like 11 ounces, and then this stuff was like 13, and this is $13 and 13 ounces. So so 11, 13, $13, 7 and a little bit of change or something. So I wouldn't even care if it's the same price. I just think I think it sticks better. I think I mean, these were always my two. Let me see if I got them. Of course, nope, that's the same one. I got a few because I got to drop them. I just grabbed them. This is like our kind of more heavy duty for springs. At commercial and stuff, and then gate operators and chains, and then it's like an all weather, so it sticks better. So these are always our two go to. You know what I mean? Like we've bought these for years and years and years and years. And so this was more like a little bit more residential, clear, a little nicer. This is more like your heavier industrial, like, man, we just gotta coat this son of a biscuit. Like she's in a bad environment. I use like I said, I use these a lot for gate operators, but do I have one handy? Do I? Do I? But I'm starting to dig this stuff more. I have to order this offline because nobody around me has it. I like this for the gates or the chains. It seems like it's sticking better. It's lasting longer. I was gonna even spray some on. Actually, did for the DPW. If their springs are starting to look a little rusty or something, it's kind of nice because this is black, so it kind of just dresses them up, and it sticks really good. Like I mean, it's made for undercoating, like rust protection under your vehicle. And so I really do like this product. It's when I got a silver gate, I got to be careful depending where I'm doing it. You got to use cardboard so I don't, but the chain will turn black. But I feel like this, I did this at the shop as a test, a beta test. And I mean, it's probably about a year now and it's still like nasty. You know what I mean? Like the chain's not all crusty, rusty. It's like nasty. It's like, ew, it's like greasy. Don't want to touch that. I said it's nasty. Look at those some of them biscuits on my hand. Does it taste? I don't know, man. I haven't been huffing it. I probably should have checked my ID. You know, if it was gold, I only huff the gold stuff, so I feel rich. Dun, 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 dun. They are just built different, and all you have to do is change part number and get another 3 years. WD, man, got some WD. I still like my WD. It still works. Great for homeowners. Very easy to explain. It works. Loose, gets in the bearings and stuff. Oh man. Smeared my glasses. Oh man, yes, yes, some nasty stuff. R2 service spring lube. If I need more dollars to get free shipping. Oh yeah, yep. I'm with you. I'm with you. You might want to try this, Rusty. Like I said, I mean, I was like, I tried that PB Blaster. I don't know if I still have that one or not. And we decided on that last PMs that we like this 3 and M or 3-in-1. I'm sorry. And so, I'll see. It even tells you right on here. Look, it says no messy residue. Leaves a clear film, which it does. It sticks good. It doesn't like drip. That's what's nice. And it has a nice spray to it. Protects against rust corrosion. Yep. And you got the adjustable, so you can do that. It's cheaper. It's a better nozzle. It's got a better little sprayer. So I'm impressed. Maybe a little smaller can, a little bit cheaper. Maybe you don't feel so bad. You leave this with a customer too. Be nice, you should put your sticker on there or something. I don't know where you put it if it stay last, but put a sticker on there. They won't forget about you. That's a great way to do if you do small stickers. Should have some made. Probably cheaper than buying a whole 12 cases from service. Because I know there's a can around somewhere. I saved it. That guy was selling me lube, and I kept it because I was like, in case I ever needed them for a supplier. Does it stain painted walls? I don't know on that. I just know I don't know. I don't know on that. Can't say for sure. I don't think it's gonna dry like WD. Like, let me see what this kind of does, right? I mean, I'm just curious why we're kind of just chatting here for a second. I mean, that's kind of there. Got a little WD. That's even see. Look at the WD. It's almost runnier. It's running just a touch, right? Oh, you can't really see it in the camera. Let me do it right here. Okay, so it's running. See how it runs? That doesn't run. I gave that a pretty good coat too. That didn't run. Let me hit it again. Oh, now I got it to run. But it's just a little bit heavier, so I like it. A little heavier, clear. Looks wet, and you can see splatter for a little bit. It dries, you can't tell where I sprayed it. Yeah, you're probably right because we were Mr. Caleb did some today, and I was like, when I was looking at it, and that was like 15, 20 minutes ago, and I was like, or something might be a little longer. I said, "Do you spray this door?" He goes, "Yeah, I sprayed everything." I'm like, "Man, nothing doesn't look all goopy wet," So I was like, "So that's probably right." Still a review. That's right, Burke. Just remember though, like I think if you're doing it, you got to remember, like if you're doing it for Google, unless they're in your area, I think it dings you. I don't know if you're talking for Google like a review. So you don't want to have Google reviews out of your area. Google knows that. It knows where they're coming from. So if they think it looks suspicious, if so I think it can kind of hurt you. I didn't know that. So it's just something to keep in mind. All right, what is it? 10? Challenge accepted. Probably won't stay on here too much. Got the fams coming back. I'm hoping I got to find me a little midnight snack. I know it's not midnight yet, but I'm just today was off. Today was off. The builder. It wasn't as probably bad as yesterday. We got a lot done. We did really good, but we had kind of a late start. We actually had three guys on it, and then the one guy, bless his heart, but he was like, he's like, I can do this myself. If you guys want to cut out of here, and I'm like, it's like 1:32, and I'm like, probably should just help out. So, you know, which I'm glad we did because we didn't get done till 4 and some change, and then he had to go run to unload a semi for Service Spring for Springs, but they are to leave or review. That's weird, huh? All right, guys, I'm heading out. The girls are home, and I haven't seen little one in like 2 days, so I gotta harass her. I gotta like poke her, make her be mad or something. All right, you guys have a good night. Thanks so much for being here. We'll talk to you later. Adios, amigos.